Here's a mind-bending thought. The most powerful force in the universe chose to become the most humble. Today, we're exploring how true unity flows from humility, why pride destroys relationships, and the practical path to building genuine connections through Christ-like humility.
You know, it's fascinating how this connects to one of the most profound mysteries in Scripture, the incarnation itself.
Tell me more about that connection.
Well, in Philippians 2, we see this incredible description of Christ, who, being in the very form of God, didn't cling to that position, but emptied himself completely.
Wait, he emptied himself? What does that actually mean?
It means he voluntarily set aside his divine privileges to become truly human. Think about that, from universal supremacy to complete servanthood.
That's quite a contrast to how we usually think about power and status.
Exactly. And it's the complete opposite of what happened with Lucifer in heaven.
Oh, right, there's that connection to pride and the fall, isn't there?
Yes, in Isaiah 14, we see Lucifer saying, "I will ascend and I will be like the Most High." It was all about self-exaltation.
So pride was literally the original sin?
Absolutely. And here's something fascinating. Satan's kingdom actually has a kind of unity, but it's built on fear and coercion, not love and voluntary humility.
That's a really interesting distinction.
And it shows up in how we build relationships too. When we operate from pride, we might achieve a surface level unity, but it's fragile.
So what's the alternative? How do we build genuine unity?
It starts with what Paul calls the mind of Christ, this radical humility that puts others first.
But that's not easy, right? I mean, our natural tendency is towards self-interest.
That's where it gets interesting. True humility requires both divine intervention and human cooperation.
Can you break that down a bit?
Think of it like heart surgery. God has to do the actual operation, giving us a new heart, but we have to cooperate in the recovery and rehabilitation.
That's a helpful metaphor.
And here's something fascinating from the research. Humility actually has measurable psychological benefits.
Really? Like what?
Studies show humble individuals experience lower anxiety and higher emotional resilience. They're also less likely to suffer from depression.
That's surprising. You'd think being humble might make you more vulnerable.
Actually, it's the opposite. Humility shifts our focus away from self-centered rumination toward gratitude and connection.
Let's talk about practical steps. How do we actually develop this kind of humility?
Well, there's this powerful image in Numbers 21 that gives us a clue.
The bronze serpent story?
Exactly. Just as the Israelites had to look at the bronze serpent to be healed, we have to look to Christ lifted up on the cross.
And how does that connect to humility?
The cross is the ultimate display of humility, God himself choosing to die for his creatures. When we truly see that, it transforms our perspective.
That's powerful.
And here's where it gets practical. This transformation shows up in 3 specific ways: holy speech, holy listening, and holy transparency.
Can you unpack those?
Holy speech means speaking truth in love. Holy listening means truly valuing others' perspectives. And holy transparency means being honest about our own struggles.
Those sound like relationship builders.
They are. And they're impossible without genuine humility.
You mentioned earlier about Satan's kingdom having a kind of unity. Can you explain that more?
Think of it like this. Satan's forces are united in purpose, but it's a unity built on rebellion and opposition to God's law.
So it's unity, but toxic unity.
Exactly. It's held together by fear and hatred, not love and humility.
That's a sobering thought.
And it raises an important question. What kind of unity are we seeking in our relationships?
How do we make sure we're building the right kind?
It comes down to what's on the throne of our hearts. When Christ is enthroned, we naturally move toward genuine unity.
But when self is on the throne,
we end up pushing Christ to the cross all over again through our pride and self-exaltation.
That's a powerful image.
And here's something fascinating. This shows up even in how we're designed as humans.
What do you mean?
From birth, we're wired for connection. Our very nature shows we're meant to live in relationship, not isolation.
So pride actually goes against our design?
Exactly. It's like trying to run a car on the wrong fuel. It just doesn't work.
Let's talk about the practical impact. How does this play out in daily life?
Every interaction becomes a mirror showing which throne we're serving. Are we lifting others up or trying to elevate ourselves?
That's convicting.
But here's the beautiful part. When we choose humility, it creates a ripple effect of genuine unity.
How so?
Philippians 2:2 says it creates joy, not just for us, but for everyone around us.
A joy that comes from serving others?
Yes, and it never fades because it's constantly renewed through giving and serving.
That's beautiful.
And it's the exact opposite of pride, which always leaves us empty and wanting more.
So true unity really does flow from humility.
Just as Christ demonstrated, the path down is actually the path up.
What a powerful paradox to end on. Thanks for joining us on Copilot Podcasts, where we've seen how true unity grows from the soil of genuine humility.